Brooklyn Community Pride Center provides support and services to the borough's LGBTQ+ community through a combination of original programming and partnerships with other organizations. Hi Wendy, thank you so much for speaking with us today, and congratulations on being a 2020 Community Leadership Awardee.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here with you.
Wendy is an inspiration.
When you mention her name, I get goosebumps because
from working as a front desk person all the way up to the executive director, Wendy has been at almost every level of the organization through its growth.
Just thinking about the history of Callen-Lorde, I don't know, they made a hospital in their apartment. Like, people would have told them that's ridiculous. Like, this is not gonna go anywhere, but it did go somewhere.
Really, she is a visionary.
She's light, she's love, she's effectiveness. She is everything that a community leader should be.
So I'd love to just learn a little bit more about your story.
Oh, sure. Well, Callen-Lorde's roots date back to 1969, the year of the Stonewall Rebellions, when two physicians started essentially a free clinic in an apartment on St. Mark's Place in the East Village in Manhattan, and they called themselves the St. Mark's Health Collective. And their stated mission was to provide health services to quote unquote hippies, queers, and freaks. In 1972, a group of 3 gay men got together and formed an organization called Gay Men's Health Project. These two organizations, Gay Men's Health Project and the St. Mark's Health Collective, in 1983 merged and formed Community Health Project, which is still Callen-Lorde's legal name today.
We're on Zoom obviously right now because there is a global pandemic. And I'm wondering if you can tell me just a little bit more about Callen-Lorde's response to everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, thank you. This is such a hard time in the world for so many reasons. And at the very beginning of the pandemic, we started coronavirus testing before the quarantine order, actually. And we had an opportunity to provide medical services in a hotel for folks who would otherwise be living in the city's shelter system. In my over 25 years of work at Callen-Lorde, during all of that time, there were folks that asked, do we really need an LGBTQ focused health center? And my answer 2 decades ago and my answer today is the same. Come spend 5 minutes in our waiting room and you will understand why we still need a space that is focused on our communities, that is meant to be a kind of health home for people, that is meant to be a place that not only addresses clinical needs, but also creates a sense of community. Our mental health services have been going on for years, and right now we're looking to expand them. And so one of the ways we're doing that is in partnership, and specifically in partnership with Brooklyn Community Pride Center by opening mental health service in their new Armory location, which is very exciting.
We are at the new site of the Brooklyn Community Pride Center at the Brooklyn Armory. This is still a construction site, but soon it'll be a new giant community center and bring more of its fantastic services to the Brooklyn community.
the Brooklyn Community Pride Center is uniquely positioned among most centers around the country or the world. Why is that?
There are so many wonderful organizations in Brooklyn who are already doing many wonderful things.
Brilliant people working in the social sector, the nonprofit sector, everything from homelessness to housing to immigration. Why should we reinvent the wheel when we've got these incredible community exemplars already doing the work?
We would rather be a home, an access point for those wonderful services that already exist than to try and build out a program where we don't necessarily have the expertise to begin with.
We leverage their expertise rather than duplicating it. It's win-win for everybody.
So we have a number of program areas, right? Health and wellness, social isolation, workforce development, homelessness, immigration, and racial justice, the 6 program areas that we're currently focusing on as per our strategic vision plan. Mental health is a major issue in the LGBTQ community.
This is the entrance to the Callen-Lorde Mental Health Clinic, the first LGBTQ-focused mental health clinic in Brooklyn, possibly anywhere in New York City.
Being able to open a mental health service in the Armory in the same location with the other services that Brooklyn Community Health Center provides is exactly the model I would love to see happen more and more.
This is sort of the main activity space here. We're going to have modular furniture so that we can move it around and set it up in all sorts of different ways. We can also take all that furniture out and turn it into a big event space.
It can be so intimidating to walk over the threshold of a health center when the health systems in this country have been not just places where there's been hostility, but downright abuse. How do you appropriately meet that person's needs and create not only an accepting environment, but an embracing environment that really sees that person for all of who they are and gets to the heart of what they most need? I think that no matter how the world changes, there is always going to need to be a space where our communities come, know that it's their home, and know that it's us taking care of us, right? That's always going to be important. So I really applaud Brooklyn Community Pride Center for all of the ways that they've impacted our Brooklyn LGBTQ communities. I'm a member of those communities, as is my kid. Collaboration is at the center of everything you do.
Callen-Lorde was founded on collaboration, and throughout everything that you've told me today, it's just been about building the community and really coming together. So it is no surprise, I think, to any of us that you are being honored with a Community Leadership Award, because you really truly exemplify that.
Thank you so much. You're a great interviewer. Thank you.
It has been incredibly wonderful to speak with you today, and I just want to say on behalf of Brooklyn Community Pride Center, once again, congratulations, and thank you so much for the work that you do.
Thank you. Likewise, congratulations on opening the site in the Armory, and I look forward to meeting you in person one day.
We've signed a long-term lease, 30 years on the Bedford Union Armory, at a rent that we can afford. We've got partnerships with Oasis and Canva and Callen-Lorde that are going to leverage their incredible expertise into our community in Bed-Stuy and Crown Heights. These are incredible accomplishments. It gives me great hope for the future that whatever the political pressures are, our community will overcome it.
And find people who share their background, their traumas, their interests, their hobbies.
Get to a better place, to become better people, to feel safer, to feel more comfortable, to feel less judged, to just be your own self.
Something keep me away. How you want your protection?
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
I'm here just